Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're checking out stuffed squirrel locations where we find all 16 squirrels for the Walking Dead survival instinct. Alright, so to start things off, we're going to actually take a look at a little graphic we created. A bunch of you have been asking us, how the hell do you get here and what do you do? What do you mean you can choose routes along the way? So we created a quick little infographic here. Feel free to pause it and look at it. But this is the way of the world. So you start at the top at Cabot Ridge and work your way down, and as you can see accordingly, we've got things marked for where the posters are, where all that stuff is, and yada yada yada. So here we are, we're going to move along, and we're going to go right into the beginning cutscene here, right in Cabot Ridge. Daryl gets a nice little look at himself after washing some of that zombie juice off of him. He gets a little pissed and punches the mirror because, you know what, he's not as handsome as he used to be. So we'll grab a knife and we'll make some incisions and, no, I'm just kidding. We'll go ahead and grab the knife and we'll move along. I just kind of showed you this because this is how the beginning of the game starts. Grab this, and before you go out and talk to your little cousin there, or your uncle or whatever he is, Jess, you're going to want to explore around in the cabin a little bit. So again, explore before you do it. And as you can see, I just drank a juice and I didn't need to. The juice is good, no? You like the juice? All right, so we'll find a door one of these days. All right, out the door, and in this next room, you're going to see Jess standing there. The game wants you to go talk to him, but we're going to search around the room and look. Over by the fireplace, off on the right-hand side, you're going to see a little desk to the left of the fireplace, and guess what? Secret squirrel, number 1. Oh, yeah. All right, so we'll go ahead and grab that squirrel up. Come on. 1 of 16. So, I just want to go ahead and clarify something. As we showed you the infographic a minute ago, we're going to go ahead and travel through on our first playthrough so that all of the squirrels we pick up match the numbers along the way. So we actually play all the way through and then come back and get a couple extras. So down in the description below, you can use the fast forward travel links to get to the areas you need. So if you've already got this one, whatever, skip to the next one. If you need 3 levels from now, skip to 3 levels from now. Whatever your needs are, go ahead and click the link down below. And as you can see, we're in Sedalia, right off to the beginning here, and we're going to swing this hammer at anything that even looks at us, or reflects light for that matter. And we're going to find a little room here that you clearly cannot get into. What we're going to do is we're going to go outside and make our way around, climbing up on the roof. That is, of course, after a little bit of brain surgery. But this is one of the longer little segments here. Most of them are pretty short and sweet. We went ahead and left this in so you could see where we were going. And we're going to go ahead and go back up, and you can see there's a ladder there. One arm after another, all the way to the top. Then you'll see a guy that you're actually supposed to talk to. But don't go there yet. Take a right and go off behind these big air conditioning vents and jump across onto this other roof. And guess what? You'll see a door open. It's a back door. All right, we'll go ahead and climb in this back door. Hopefully it's your girlfriend's. And then we'll slide down in this ladder. And once inside, guess what? We'll be in that building that you just saw a minute ago. And we'll go ahead and grab that secret squirrel inside. All right, sliding on down. Falling down will take a lot of damage. I think it's a little silly, but it is true. And we'll go ahead and smash some faces in. Booyaka show. Boy, looking back on the early days of this game, I sure do miss the crossbow already. But it is pretty sweet seeing all that blood on that hammer. Pick up the lead pipe, give that to the girlfriend as well, if you know what I'm saying. And then we'll go ahead and get squirrely and grab the secret squirrel number 2. All right, go ahead and put it in the bag. All right, so now we got it, so we'll move on here. And we're actually going to move on to the next area of our journey, which was Pemberton. Now, if you look, we could have chosen a different route, but we went ahead and stuck with this one. So at one point, you're going to have to go to the motel. Instead of going to the motel on the left-hand side of the street, go to the right-hand side and go in the gas station convenience store, as you just saw us pick up the secret squirrel. Sorry, that wasn't a little bit more cool in the video aspect, but for whatever reason, we got a little sidetracked. So not such a great capture, but here we are in the next one, which this one's perfect. We went ahead and cleared everybody out in Fontana, and as you can see, there's a couple guys in here normally, so take those guys out. Once you get done knifing them up, jump up on this bed of this truck, and this is kind of one of the trickier ones because it's up above. You can't see it, and you do have to kind of make your way around, so there she blows. What's up there, Squirrel McDoog? Go ahead and toss you in the bag, and we'll roll out to the next area, which happens to be Oakview. All right, so at one point, you're going to come to this car. You're going to have to push this car, as you can see. We're mimicking the motion there because we've already done it. We've already cleared out the right-hand side area, too. Once you push the car, stick to the right-hand fence line and go all the way down to the very end. There's going to be a series of tents. I don't know if those are green or gray or blue or yellow. I'm a little colorblind in the dark. But you can see the big brick building, and the last tent on the right here is what we want to go into. Oh, check it out. There's a little hippie fest. What up, everybody? Pass the chalice. Let's make it happen, suckers. All right, little Bob Marley music playing in the background. We'll slide into this tent. There is an a-hole in here that jumps all over you, so make sure you're ready for that. And off to the back right-hand side of the tent, you will find squirrel number 5. On to the yeah. All right, so here we are in Taggart, moving along, going for squirrel number 6, almost to the halfway point. You're going to come to a part where you have to come down to this house, and you have to push this car out of the way. Well, we're going to give it a little shove, but then we're going to go, nope, we'll save that for later. We'll move around the back side of the house because we hear that there's some super awesome party going on in the back shed. So we'll make our way out there. I love smacking people and then swooping around the backside and then just plunging it. You know what I'm saying? Oop, didn't even need to sneak around that time. It was waiting for me. All right, more brain surgery. Pretty easy stuff. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, and there's going to be, besides the dead walker bodies and a broke down taxi cab, we're going to go ahead and find some gas. Not the kind that'll clear a room, but the kind that'll fill a car. And we'll go ahead and grab this squirrel, and that will be the 6th one. Oh, yeah. So here we are in Lemon Hill. This is right at the part where you have to veer to the left. What up, Mr. Bond? And you actually go into this little convenience store here. And you are supposed to go around and follow Merle and go into the fireworks store where he shows you all the fireworks. But not us. We're going to come all the way down, and we're going to find another ladder. I'm not sure exactly what that was there. It looked like the one-armed bandit was tossing rings. I don't know what that was. It looked like he threw a barrel up top on the roof. Maybe they're moving some drugs, some zombie drugs. I don't know. But we're going to see a ladder all the way at the back. There's also a doorway. We're going to skip the doorway for now, climb all the way to the top. And there's a couple different ways you can go up here. This is actually available when you're looking for fireworks for Merle as well. So if you actually did go talk to Merle, it's still okay. You still have this area to search. You're just looking for fireworks at the moment, or what you would be doing. But you'll see there's this little gap in between the two roofs. And although normally it would fall all the way to the ground and there'd be an alleyway, there's kind of this weird separating cement slab that is only about a halfway point to the ground. So we'll drop down onto that and get all the way into the back and find this collectible, which happens to be another stuffed squirrel. I don't want to know what he's stuffed with, that's for sure. And here we are in Barksdale. So we're going to make our way across the street, and you will see a couple of signs on the road there. There's a nice little tag, red and white. And then there's a for lease sign if you're following along the right side of the street. Now there's a nice little welcome committee when you open the door here. We'll close it so no more followers will get in, and then we'll get attacked and get a nice little look at some dental work that she had done recently. Gonna have to get the business card for that dentist. Look like some good stuff going on in there. Once you make it in here, there's another little hole. It's a broken down, it looks almost like some sort of an explosion that's happened that's created this doorway into another room. But we'll make it into the other side of the store, and there are a couple things floating around on the shelves, so make sure you secure those as well. But off in the corner, there will be a desk, and you're going to sneak behind that desk and grab squirrel number 8. Ah, yeah. Ooh, another welcoming committee. Hey. All right, in Archer Creek, you're going to come to a point where you have to push a big refrigerator out of the way and then push the truck even further out of the way. And then over here, there's the utility station. You're going to want to actually come into the utility station room. It's an office room of some sort. And there's plenty of bad guys in here, so make sure you clear them out. And off to the right-hand side of the office building, behind a little kiosk that's been knocked over. Somebody had a party up in there. You'll see the squirrel. Now, just because we're here, I know this isn't the poster video, but since we're right here and the poster is right there, we will go ahead and show you where that is as well. We do have a video for the posters if you're looking for those. And same story, fast-forward travel links for the ones you need. And now here we are in Danvers, and this is level... Well, I suppose it's level 10 if you've been following the same pathway as us, which we're going to come to a spot where you come all the way up to the top of the stairs, and you're going to come to this room with a bunch of kiosks in here. I mean, we're talking lots of dudes, lots of blood, and the crossroad, you go right or left, you're going to want to turn left, and you'll see a stack of red chairs. Kind of do a 180 right there and turn around to your left, and you'll find squirrel number 10 stuck off in Sally Squeezin' Bottom's kiosk there. I don't know who that is. I just randomly threw that out. Glad my last name isn't Squeezing Bottom. All right, so here we are in Sherwood, and we are looking for squirrel number 11. So we're going to make our way right from the beginning and head off to the left-hand side, and you'll see a little opening between two houses, which will allow us to jump up onto the back porch and climb inside the house. So once we're inside this lovely, humble abode, we're going to sneak out in the garage, because that's where all the big party happens anyways, right? And once we're out here, we'll go ahead and pick up squirrel number 11. And then we'll go ahead and bail out to the Firesign Stadium. So, spoiler alert, this is the last level right here in the game. So, this will be the end of our first playthrough. And you're going to find yourself kind of in this cluster of tents and gates and fences. And before advancing into the actual stadium, off to the far hand left side, as you just saw sneak into that little tent, there's a tent. And you can climb in there and grab squirrel number 13. All right, so here we are in playthrough 2. We're back in Garwater, which is the first choice to the left if you look at our infographic. And you'll get to a spot where you actually find a Jeep, and you got to go in and get keys for the Jeep, and booming in your Jeep. You'll go ahead and slide into the little ranger station here, and inside you'll find a squirrel. And again, because we're real close to it, we'll show you right where that poster is too. And then moving along, we're in Cleburne here, and this is going to be for squirrel number 14. You're going to be making your way through this giant hospital, and you will find at one point you come to a morgue. Once you're in the morgue, if you have any throwables, I highly suggest throwing them in the corner to kind of distract any walkers that are in there, because there's quite a few of them feeding on what looks to be a doctor of the past. I don't know. He probably had what's coming to him. I don't know. I heard this is the morgue. You do naughty things in the morgue, so I'm probably just getting revenge. All right, so we'll throw another one, and off in the corner on a little gurney, you'll see the secret squirrel. And here we are in Lafferty, which is a little bit further down the road, and we see our buddy Noah inside this little, I don't know if it's a mall, or it looks like a sports store of some sort. And once we get all the way into the back, you can see that there is a little, I don't know, whatchamacallit, knocked over. And once you get past that, you're going to slide on through into the other side. And you'll see this giant island of cash registers out in the middle. You will find the secret squirrel standing right there in plain view. But I tell you what, before you come in here, there are probably 20 to 30 zombies walking around. And I came and dispersed all of them and then backtracked to Noah. So be aware that there's a lot. Hey, what? Again? Are you kidding me? What is this perpetrator doing? Not only is this dude dyslexic, but he's spamming our shit. Oh, let me guess. That's Swahilan for Booyakashow? Oh, my God. We got beef with somebody. If anybody has any information on who's tagging up our backwards thumb and writing Booyakashow in Swahili on the wall, let us know down below in the comments. And once you make your way through the train yard, you'll notice that there's a series of red/maroon train cars, whatever. And you're going to find a green one that you actually climb through. And the story and the compass is pointing you to the left, but if you go to the right, you will find that last cheeky little squirrel. And you like that? Cheeky squirrel? No pun intended, or was it? It's funny, my wife was watching me right now. She's like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you jumping? And I just looked at her. I didn't even say anything. I just looked at her. And then it started getting a little long, and then finally the trophy popped, and I gave her a booyakashow, and she shook her head in disgust and walked out of the room. But that'll go ahead and end the Walking Dead Survival Instinct Squirrel locations, where we took you through all 16 levels and showed you where all 16 squirrels were. So you're welcome. Even though you didn't thank me, I'm going to go ahead and say you're welcome anyways. Feel free to head on over to Facebook and Twitter. Comment, vote, subscribe if you like what we're doing here. And HappyThumbsGaming.com is available as well. You'll find the downloadable map over there for all the locations for the squirrels and posters. And as time goes on, we hope to add the character and vehicle locations as well. So, as always, until next time.